to the Barbershop Talk podcast. You know, we back. We made it one more week. And before we get into anything else, a special shout out to my little cousin Kayla Kelly. I just found out she about to be playing D1 ball out in Talladega College, y'all She ain't even announced it yet, you know what I mean? I ran to tell moms and she told me, I was like, yo, I gotta put it on the podcast. She's like, yo, it's cool. Just don't put it on social media, whatever. I'm like, I got you. But other than that, with no further ado, I got my brothers in the building, and they don't really need an introduction. Like, they should be known, whether it's putting on for the city, whether it's like basketball tournaments, whether it's giving back, whether it's the most litest parties. These is the people that represent that, man. Bros for life in the building. My man Drew, my man Fat Boy. What's good with y'all, man?
Word, man.
What's up?
Nice shit, man.
Yeah, where you coming from? I know Drew just came in from OT.
I just came from NC, man.
Yo, what was popping off down there?
Just a lot of family stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of culture stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, got to see a different side of another state, you know what I'm saying? So, just different, man. It's different. It's a different world over there.
Nah, I ain't gonna. I know we was talking earlier about Southern hospitality, about like black is different in the South. Fair to say?
Definitely.
Fair to say, like down there, like you walk past a stranger and they say what up. Up here, you say what up to somebody and they be like, nigga, you know me, man? And it's wrong, like, you know what I'm saying? That's hospitality. Right? I literally went through that. I went through that plenty times up here, up north. Like you say what up to a stranger and it might be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But down there, it's just.
Even the birds say good morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like different. Women is approaching you. It's like the whole aura, the whole vibe, the whole culture is just a little bit different from, you know, where we are right now. You know
we got a lot of catching up to do.
We got a lot of catching up to do as a people too. You know what I'm saying? Down here, you know, it's kind of, I don't know. When you go down south, it's just warmth. When you come down here, you already feel the coldness. You know what I'm saying?
People's tension and stress from that city life, you know what I'm saying? When you out in the country, man, you out in the open, so it's like you get that fresher breath air, you get to actually breathe life. Out here, it's everything secluded, boom, fast paced, so I get where my man's coming from with it.
You know, when I say culture, I mean, you think about clubbing and stuff down here, you know, they out in the woods with it, you know what I'm saying? They in their backyards really having some family time, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a little bit different when it's family oriented, or you at some backyard, you know what I'm saying, with jungle booty just doing all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's real. It's like love, you know what I'm saying? So
so Fat Boy, man, what you been up to lately, bro?
I've just been chilling, man. Stay grinding. Trying to take care of the family, man. That's all.
You nigga modest as fuck. You a superstar. Stop playing with it, nigga. You a superstar, my nigga.
I like to keep it cool, man. That's what I'm doing nowadays. I'm keeping it cool. Travel a little bit, you know. Stay out the way. Make sure the kids is good, man. That's all.
I dig it. Yeah, we got girls, man. We gotta be on alert.
All the time.
We gotta be on alert.
The time.
I was just talking to my man Pesos, man. You know, Pesos in the building holding it down with us, man. He talking about he got to shoot the club up and shit sometime soon. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to have a little one sometime soon too, man. But yo, so for the people who are under a rock, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all, everybody, if you in Boston, you know what the fuck Bros for Life, Wave Kings, how they get down. But explain to the people on the rock, like, what y'all get into, what y'all known for.
First of all, the name kind of speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Bros for life. So it's just a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of more than what people may expect, not just partying. Kind of like, we kind of see ourselves as community leaders. You know what I'm saying? Community organizers, but community leaders. The jobs that we work at, you know what I'm saying? We work with a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we get looked up to, you know what I'm saying, not just for partying. I think we kind of keep that separate. But as far as, you know, instilling growth into our youngsters, I mean, that's what we do. But on the flip side to that, there's always a dark side to, you know, some people, you know what I'm saying? So we are formally known as Bros for Life, but the guys that threw Make It Nasty, you know what I'm saying, the guys that did Naughty and Nice, we are one half of Crew Love, that produced the Crew Love basketball tournament and the Roxbury versus Dorchester.
Yeah,
so this is
huge.
Which is huge.
One of the big, probably the biggest.
The biggest.
The biggest.
No,
come on, man. I was hating myself. Man. I'm over here working on a Sunday. Like, you ain't going to the.
I'm gonna be modest, man. I'm gonna follow his two-step because there was a lot of heat. You know what I'm saying? When you're at the top of something, you know what I'm saying? You start feeling a lot of heat about, you know, people wanting to do things better than you. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you set the tone for a pool party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody now is like, damn, did that meet the expectations of Making Nasty? And then
we listen. That the Making Nasty shit is a podcast within itself. We're gonna get into that, right? But before we get into that, I want to know, like, cause y'all are like putting on heavy right now. Like, people, when y'all name is on something, people's gonna automatically be attracted just cause y'all name. Y'all already built that. So how did y'all even start this? Like how did y'all get together? Like, who came up with the plan to do this shit? Like, what was the I need to know the origin there.
you know the origin?
For what?
For how y'all got together to do all this.
Nah,
just the whole, just the
Bros for Life.
Yeah.
Yo, I swear to God, it just started out with cookouts, man. And we around each other all the time. Me, Fat Boy Dave, Fall, Sniz. You know what I'm saying? And we just was like, yo, we just gonna throw a cookout. We ended up throwing a cookout at
for free, by the way.
For free.
Niggas get out their own pocket.
You know what I'm saying? End up throwing the cookout down by Shattuck Hospital, right there by Franklin Park. And you know, the energy was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of motivated us to do, you know, like, it's like you can bring the city out a little bit.
Right.
But you really don't really think of it in that notion because it's like, we just did it out of love, your own money, your own whatever, but you just want to see people having a good time.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? But then it started getting a little serious, you know, and serious by, you know, when we started seeing, we did it like 4 times or whatever, but the second time it was like huge. You know what I'm saying? Everybody came out, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, you got this guy, you got Big Dave, you got Sniz, you know what I'm saying, Foss. It's like they bring the city out. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm the guy that just kind of pitches shit out there and see if they will gravitate to it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and if they do gravitate to it, I know it's something that could be accomplished. You know what I'm saying? So.
Alright, so this is when I got a story. This is when I found out how powerful y'all movement is. Cause y'all are more than just a group. Y'all are a movement. You know what I mean? Now, a couple years ago, I was having like a light little party in my backyard. It was like Memorial Day. Just a little light party. Big Dave asked, he called me, bro, I heard you having a little wave at your spot. I'm like, yeah. He's like, cool. Of course, my nigga. Cool. It's cool. I invite a couple. Yo, my niggas say less.
Yeah.
Your man Big Dave tweets my address. Next thing you know, within 20 minutes, I got Ferraris, fucking all that shit pulling up in front of the crib. I see a couple dudes come in. I'm like, oh shit. Then I see a couple chicks come in. I'm like, okay. Then a couple more dudes, couple more chicks. Next thing you know, it's like 300-400 people in my fucking backyard. We only had enough beer to supply about 30 people. The beer ran out, I want to say, 20 minutes into the party. But the party lasted about 6-7 hours. That's how lit this shit.
You gotta give a shout out to those people that came prepared too, because there was people that was pulling fucking Henny bottles out their backpacks. So you gotta shout out to them people too, because shit, that was a wave.
I think we caught the wave at a time that it was needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was doing something, but everybody wanted to be a part of something. You know what I'm saying? So it was like what we've able to, you know, accomplish with bringing people out and things of that nature is like giving people. I kind of like it. I kind of like it when I say it Uncle Luke type style.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you want to talk about Uncle Luke? Alright, let's get into it. Without further ado, the best party I feel I've been to that was promoted by y'all was Making Nasty. Alright, for those who don't know,
it's a podcast.
what year was it? What year was it?
2012.
12, yeah, it was
2012. 2012. I get invited to a party. It's a pool party at a mansion. It's just promoted all over the city. It's supposed to be lit. Well worth the wait. Nigga, the party, when I get there, I'm only in there for what? An hour? An hour talk? That shit felt like 5 hours.
First of all, we get there, and there's a whole line through the front. We just pop up on some more like, nah, fuck that. We about to hit Sniz. We about to just hit Sniz and get up in there. Next thing you know, Sniz is working the door. Blessings. Those are blessings. Blessings.
For real.
Niggas wait like 2 minutes outside and we was in there. This shit was a fucking sauna in there. Let's say that. Because it was an indoor pool, so it was a straight sauna. Everybody was sweating, music blasting. You see people in the pool. Yo, you couldn't even get between motherfuckers. Like, it was just so crazy and packed.
Yeah, like I was saying, like with the shit, it was just so lit. Like, I never been a part of something like that where the picture on the flyer is exactly how the party looked, even more lit. I get in there.
That was what we was going for.
Exactly. I get in there. I don't see not one girl with an outfit on. Every girl had a bikini on or a bathing suit, and nobody was in the pool. And that was also a lesson for me. I learned, like, if you really want to test how drunk you are, jump in the pool. But fucking, so that's just, because I definitely almost drowned that night.
I tell you this.
Yo, niggas said that.
Yo, facts.
This is how it started. I'm coming off of I like traveling, but at that time, soccer is my thing. So I'm coming off of a soccer tournament with one of my compadres. And he said, we were discussing something in the hotel room, like, yo, son, I throw parties, whatever, my crew, And he was like, oh, all right.
Tell everybody
When I get back, I got something for you.
Right.
So when we touch down, we part ways. Boom. I didn't expect the text to come at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Because we just touched down at like 2 something. So he sends me this picture. And I'm like, damn, this is nice.
Yeah.
So I called my man, Keith. Keith the DJ. If anybody know, King Turtle Sound.
Uncle Sniff.
So I said, yo, Monday we gotta drive to Milton to go check this spot out. When I get there, the pictures didn't do it no justice. Because when I get there, I'm like, oh man, it's lit. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, Boston ain't never experienced a night pool party.
Facts.
Everything's been a day pool party. So now I just kind of was like, boom. So the man, he's like, I'll let this go to you. 500 people as guests is your max. But what he forgot to say was that's the limit. Yeah. He didn't say no limit. He just said 500 people is max, and I got the backyard. So now I'm like, all right, how much? Gives me the price. But like, all right, cool. I said, this is 2 weeks before the start. I said, give me the 31st of August, man. I like to end the summer off with a bang.
Oh yeah.
So I call my guys, you know what I'm saying? And we discussed it like, yo, can it be done? You know what I'm saying? And everybody's like, nah. It can be done. This is dope. So we went on with it. So I'm gonna tell you how real it is. When we sold out of tickets, my man had an extra batch of tickets. Right. Everybody met at my crib. These meetings at my crib. Decisions at my crib. The day of the party, it's about 6:30. My man comes up the street. He got about 35 tickets with him. I said, shit, Twitter's heavy. So you know what? 4 Ashmont Street. That's right across the street from my crib. I said 4 Ashmont Street. I got 35 tickets that I just gotta get. They gotta go.
They gotta go.
They gotta go. I swear, I said meet me there at 7:10, no later. There's a line outside.
Waiting.
One girl 10, another girl 5. Shit was gone.
One chick tried to fight me.
You can't just sneak that in, nigga. What was that over?
Over tickets to the pool party.
Just to show her ass.
Yo,
I love it.
She said, oh, there ain't no more tickets outside of 4 Ashmont. And I'm like, yo, I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, I got some tickets, but you gonna have to come. you got to come right now. So, oh, I can't come right now. I sold the tickets. She ran down on me. Oh, you sold the tickets, trying to fight me. Then come to find out, her girls already brought the tickets. She ain't even know. I said, you trying to fight me over nothing, nigga.
That's how.
Over a party. Yeah. A pool party at that. That's how I know shit was getting real.
I'm telling you, so right when we get there, right, people is already there before we even get there. So now we're like, damn, this is about to be one of these nights. And so as the night is progressing, you start seeing like, you know, people at the door. Now, this is how crazy this night was, right? I go outside, the line is back that way, in the front. Yep. Like the line is going back. And somebody's like, yo, I pay 100 to get in here. I pay 100, yo, 50, what's up? Yo, get me in. So I'm like, yo, please let people with the tickets in because I don't want nobody to be disgruntled. Right. Now, we got everybody who we couldn't get in there, right? So it already was packed in there, off rip. Sweating. So now you gotta tell people like, yo, you gotta jump in the pool. Yeah. Cause it looks like a pool party when you jump in the pool. So nobody had an issue with that. Nowadays you see people, the pool is empty. Everything around the pool is cool, but the pool is empty. The cops come. This was my only beef for the night, and I thought I handled it well. The cops was like, yo, we're gonna have to shut this down. And I said to the cop, I said, you want a riot, or you want these people to leave in peace?
That's real shit.
Now the party was supposed to end at 2. It ended at 1:30.
He let us rock.
He let us rock
for half an hour, and we rocked that bitch until we couldn't rock it no more.
Yeah, I remember the let out. The let out was the best let out I've ever been a part of in my fucking life.
So then I'm gonna tell you, after we go back to the headquarters. Right when the whole party's done. Headquarters. Boom, yo, what a night. Yo, everybody's like, yo, that shit was crazy. That shit's sick. Boom. Next day, I'm like feeling like a new man. I'm getting up for work. I open the door. Oh shit. It's Channel 5. Y'all close the door, hop the fence, and go to work. I call this man. I'm like, yo, bro, they got the news people out here. What happened? 1,500 people at a pool party in Milton. It's made the news. My mom called me like, yo, made the news. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
For real. That's how I know, like, that shit's legendary. What party's making the news if nobody's getting killed? Think about that shit.
The crazy part about it, my mom's church going lady, she calls me, oh, you know that pool party you threw on the news? I'm like, what? I go turn on the TV, the shit's on there, niggas got a video for it. I'm like, yo, shit's surfacing around the internet. I'm like,
IG was getting hot at that time too, so niggas was posting IG videos and all this other shit.
Shit was getting wicked.
Shit was going crazy,
now,
nigga.
I'm gonna tell you, as a smart, we smart business guys, right? And this is jewels for a lot of people that want to enter this business. When you got a contract with somebody, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that contract. Okay. Never rip your contract. The next day, it was almost like me and him was about to go to court. And the way I kind of played it was I made it seem like I didn't have the piece of the contract. Yeah. So he was like, well, you're gonna have to hear from my lawyer. And I'm like, what? I'm not hearing from nobody's lawyer because I still got the contract. After me and him had that conversation, no calls, I ain't experienced nothing from a lawyer, no nothing. Feel what I'm saying? So I tell everybody, you always gotta keep your contract. And I say this, BROZ for Life, there was we were going so good that we did another event called Naughty and Nice, right?
Shout out to Bedrock too.
Shout out to Bedrock because they were on both Making Nasty and this one. And you learn your lessons from certain things. Just like you don't have no problems at a pool party, you have your other problems at a club venue. Right. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of girls had gotten into a fight. Once again, I never seen a atmosphere in Boston the way we presented it. Right. Like these clubs, it was like a whole big old line and everybody's upset with you because they can't get in. Yeah. But there's a ton of people inside. You know what I'm saying? And then you got some dudes that mess it up across the street in the gas station. So I remember the dude, the owner, not the owner, but the manager was like, you have to have $4 grand before you come walking up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he must not know y'all.
And so I said,
4 bands.
4 bands. I said, okay. And once again, the contract is very important. You walk in there with 4 bands, you make sure that he signs that paper. Liability doesn't fall on y'all. Boom. As soon as the fights break out and stuff like that, I found myself in court. You know, but I found myself in court as an intelligent young black man, knowing that I got the paperwork to kind of smooth it out. You know what I'm saying? And you're dealing with a household name, which is the Holiday Inn, and then you dealing with the actual club, and then they're actually together going after you. So right when I had the contract, it was just like, look, we signed this, man. Ain't no liability falling on us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Security is supposed to hold outside down.
At the end of the day, you know, I felt like that was a lesson learned for us, because we sold over 500 tickets, and we probably got 850, you know what I'm saying, even more to show up at the venue that day.
Yeah, see, that's what's up, man. That's just the power of, like, putting brilliant minds together, man. Because, look, we all know it's hard to come together. It's easy to have an idea individually, but to have an idea as a group and to put that shit to work and, like, to continue to put that shit to work and, like, have multiple success stories, that shit's hard.
Yeah.
So it's like y'all actually established yourselves as one of the top niggas in the city who put on not only with the, we talked about the partying, we talked about the basketball tournaments, but y'all also give back. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many people who look back at that aspect. We were just talking about the God's Plan video, and I was just saying how they need to be a God's Plan challenge. But like, reason why I feel like y'all are top of the cities because y'all not only focus on the party aspect, but y'all also focus on the giving back aspect.
Yeah, I mean, there's always those things that you look at and be like, damn, how can, like, we all experience somebody close to us dying. Yeah. And we don't really want to see that to, you know, somebody that's close to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can you spread the message of nonviolence, or how can you spread the message of, like, uplifting your people that we got to do better? You know what I'm saying? Like, you create those atmospheres where they feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? We hooked up with another group called MMC. When we thought BROZ for Life is like, the way people saw us was like, damn, all they do is party, and some of their parties is like too packed and it's dangerous. So we kind of dimmed it down. We kind of showed people like, yo, we can create a kids party. You know what I'm saying? And give back to the kids. People don't really know about that, but we did a party at the Y for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just kind of doing tournaments and stuff like that kind of kept our name safe, because at the end of the day, it's bigger than, you know, just throwing parties, and it's bigger than basketball too. It's really knowing your community and being like, damn, this is what we want. We want unity. We want the culture to feed off of each other.
Alright, so we about to get into some music, you know what I'm saying? So, bang, MIGOS just dropped a new video, which is kind of lit in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? They did their little Soul Train thing. Most of us, all of us in this room, basically over 30, we all seen Soul Train in our lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So, one, how you feel about the music video, and two, how you feel about the MIGOS and what they doing right now? Are they gonna last that long, or are they just the wave of right now? Like, let's start off with Drew. What you saying, bro?
I feel like everybody got their time. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, right now they good for the culture, but, I mean, they got their time. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be that new wave of music that come through. But I hope that they can stay up. But, you know, once again, they've kind of paved the culture in a different way. Even that video is like very creative and bring it back to the essence of what the culture actually looks like. You know what I'm saying? So tip my hat off to them niggas, because, you know.
And the people behind them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fat Boy, how you feel about the MIGOS, bro?
I fuck with the MIGOS. MIGOS, they, like Drew said, they good for the culture. I honestly think they come with a different type of flavor, so they gonna be around for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Quavo by himself is just, he's the hook king right now. Ain't nobody doing better hooks than him. And that video, that Walking Like I Talk It, that shit's fire. That's just, it's a little different than what niggas is used to. So, and that's the Migos. Like, they different from what other niggas, you know what I'm saying, niggas is used to. So, it should be around. I fuck with them. I mean, I like Offset, Takeoff, probably the best out of all of them, but you know, that's just
Takeoff is the most lyrical out of all of them.
Exactly.
He's the most lyrical out of all of them.
Exactly, but Quavo's he's the most latest one, and then and Offset is just on some nigga. I'm just Offset. Like, I do whatever the fuck I want.
Don't he produce for them though?
Yeah,
he's they producing it.
Yeah, but he can rap too a little bit, but
yeah, he can spit. He can spit.
I fuck with the Migos.
Dave, I know Migos touch your soul, something fierce.
I've been fucking with the Migos since No Label. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a true Migos fan. When Rich the Kid was rocking with them, you know what I mean? So
Rich the Kid, hold on, time out, take me back.
Yeah,
I didn't even know Rich the Kid was a Migo.
Yeah.
Early Rich the Kid was a Migo?
No, he was a Migo, but if you have Hard Heat mess with them, he was like the fourth member.
Okay.
Like, if you listen to their old mixtapes and everything, he was definitely.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Like, they went mainstream with Versace. When they dropped Versace with Drake, that's what took them off.
Okay.
So to me, they Walking Like I Talk It is probably one of the most creative videos since Michael Jackson. Remember the Time.
Okay.
That's just a classic.
Okay.
You got Chris Crazy out here doing shit.
Like everybody talking about mumble rap. I feel like they deserve their own genre just because it might be mumble rap, but they're the new Beatles of all time. They're the new Beatles. They know, but they're the new Beatles of all time. They definitely don't mumble. They definitely on a different element than other rappers. To this day, like, yeah, they might call it mumble rap, whatever they want, but they sell it.
They did Jackson 5.
I'm a fan. I don't care. I'm a fan. I fuck with the Migos.
Yo, I
sell out TD Bank right now.
Of course. Yo, P, how you feel about what Migos is doing right now, man? They for the culture. How you feel about the video? What's going on?
I'm not gonna front. I wasn't a Migos fan when they first came out. I thought it was just gibberish. But as they kept going and growing as artists, I've caught on to their style and I respect what they do. That video was lit because I like it how they brought it back to the Soul Train, like you was just saying. It was on some old 70s swag, just like back in the day, bringing the culture to where it was born at. You know what I'm saying? And where I actually became a fan was going to their concert last summer over in Milford when they was the headline. They performed before Future, and I think Future was the headline to that concert. And they was more lit than Future.
Yeah.
I gotta give respects to what they doing, and I think they gonna last a long time.
They definitely are.
They're not your regular group. I don't see them venturing off on their own and having success. It's like they each need each other.
I disagree with that.
For them to have that success. I mean, Quavo's the hook. But he still needs.
Nah, but Quavo already showed he could venture off to do his own thing and still be good. And even Offset. Right. That's what I'm saying.
This is how I look at the Migos, right? Quavo's the hook king.
Yeah.
Offset is he raps about the trap, the life. You know what I mean? He'll give you that. They take off as just lyrical. They sleep on him, but he's lyrical.
He's lyrical as fuck.
So you got like you go back to the old Migos, like Young Rich Niggas 2, and one, and just listen to him, you're like, damn, this nigga spits.
Yeah.
Like, he really spits. So I'm a fan, so either they break up, whatever they go do, I would support anything they do.
I think the South is just winning right now.
Yeah, the South is
been winning.
They're gonna be on there
It's like what, 2004, 2003.
Shout out to the King of New York, Don Q, though. That's my dog. He's a new king. I'm calling it. He's a new king in New York.
Hold on. Before I even get my take, because I want to get my take on the Migos, but Sniz, I know you are just like Big Dave on how you feel about the Migos, man. So real quick, if you could make it on how you feel about the video, how you feel about their longevity, all of that.
Like I was saying earlier, with the video, I agree with what kind of Dave was saying on, it's kind of like the Remember the Time. It's not exactly like footage, it's just like the monkey wrench it did. If you in that era when Remember the Time dropped by Michael Jackson, like it shut down. Like nigga, it was actually a special feature.
It was like 7 minutes, bro.
So I'm like, oh, facts. It was a mini movie. Not
movie.
saying again, not saying this was that, but the impact and what it did. Like the video wasn't anything anybody's doing right now. Everybody knows about the Soul Train, but it just wasn't anything that anybody was doing. So it throws everybody off. It was funny. It was chill. Top stars acting like regular. You know what I mean? Just doing what they want to do. Shout out Jamie Foxx on the cameo. Drake did his thing.
Drake came out looking like Razor Ramon.
You did?
You think he look like Ray Ramon?
You're the true light skin nigga.
Drake look like that.
True light skin religion right
What's
there.
that? Neanderthal? What's that? Neanderthal.
Oh, Neanderthal.
You look like the Neanderthal from the what's that commercial?
Geico.
Geico. You look like the Neanderthal from the Geico commercial.
Hey,
good, my nigga. Hey, good,
Hey, already, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the
We gotta ask him about it.
And we gonna talk about hip hop, you know what I'm saying? We gotta keep it all the way buck, my God.
Already.
The word, man.
Got the crew in here.
Word. Yo, so George, now you up in here, bro. So you know what I'm saying? So how you feel about what the Migos is doing right now? You think they gonna last? You think what they doing is
They
just
lasted.
I know, but
Yo, I ain't gonna front. George was the one that put me on them.
They lasted. I've been listening to niggas for some years.
Hey yo, hold on, talk. My nigga George in the building. We ain't gonna ask
Hoya
this
Mike.
nigga
Shout
right
out
now,
Hoya
you know what I'm
Mike.
saying? My nigga actually
Hoya
putting
Mike.
on for the city just like bros for life, you know what I'm saying? Yo, George, man, tell him what you got going on right now,
I
dog.
mean, right now we just working, you know, one step at a time. We got a few projects dropping. We got some shit with the Cambridge niggas, cool. Got some shit with Reem about to drop. Business 200, about to put something together with him too. So we just working on
He's
that.
being humble.
That pressure.
Check out Christians. It's on SoundCloud.
The Christian Louis
We about to
Vuitton
shoot that in there.
They got the group thing on title too, right?
Everything's on title. Yeah, the group thing's on title. But you know, the groups all over the place right now. We got GT in New Orleans, Fonzie's in Atlanta right now. So me and Nix is just up here working right now for them to put it together.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Yo, that's good shit, man. For real. But yeah, just to fill you in, we talk about the Migos and shit like that. I was about to make a bold statement because I feel like the Migos to me, not like rap wise or format wise, but I'm gonna say like as a group, they remind me of the Lox because I was a big fan of Dipset, I was a big fan of G Unit, I was a big fan of so many groups, but the shit they all had in common was they all broke up. The Lox is the only three niggas I know that from beginning to the end stayed together, and they was lit on Bad Boy, but they became more lit their second stint in their career.
Right.
Now Migos, when they started off, they had their little buzz going, but they became more lit with the QC shit, nigga. They was like Left for Dead. QC got them niggas and they fucking hit niggas with bad.
QC though, they been with
That's what I'm trying
QC.
to tell you.
QC was started by the nigga
P.
P and then Coach Cat.
Yeah, they picked Migos up when Gucci and them from the get-go. The only thing that's different now is the niggas got a top one on the Billboard.
Yeah.
Once you get that one on the Billboard, everything changes. Now you got the other money. Now you got the other
Shout out
money.
Danny Glover too, man, because he said it. It was like bad and bougie.
Yeah,
man.
that's
Shout
it.
him
Once
out,
you
man.
cross over, bro, I don't care who you are. If you've been grinding for a minute and you hit that Billboard, the check is totally different. Just like what you call
Bad Boy.
it. They had to pay him that. They had to give him that $30 million because that boy already hitting billboards with no help.
Right. Yo, alright, George, man, who you been working with lately, my nigga? I know you got some
We
features
got some
in
shit
the
with
cut.
Tracy T. I
Alright.
got some shit with Rich the Kid. I got put
Rich the
button on
Kid,
it.
alright. We just talking about Rich the Kid too, nigga. That nigga lit.
I mean, I just been working like from the Cali trip, just working with a dude named Corey. He wrote half of Bryson Tiller's Dome.
Okay.
So just trying to just stay around the type of people. I go to Atlanta, I fuck with Dundale.
Yeah.
You know, he's around a lot of the mix.
Yeah. How important is it to fucking get outside of Boston when it comes to the music?
Real important.
Bro, this is
This
not.
city's full of hate. I'm gonna say it.
Explain it.
I mean, just ask yourself how long you been grinding here. I mean, just being real with you, like, it's different from down there, but then it's the same shit. Like, niggas just like us, we done came from schools, from the streets, niggas know each other. But down there, they actually, you know what, it's bigger too. And I gotta give it that, because even when you get out of Boston, I don't give a fuck if you're going down south, if you're going to Cali, wherever you're going, it's bigger than this. And it's more unity. So with that being said, it's just like that's just gonna make the numbers. I mean, imagine if you Rich right now, right? Imagine, right, Rich? You Future, he 21. These niggas, he's somebody else, and y'all all making millions off the same hood. They're all like everybody from around the High Park, all millions. It ain't nothing to touch. Throw some bags over here, throw some bags over there.
Can't do it right here though. It's too much beef.
I'm gonna say that's what I wanted to get into.
Too much beef. It's not even that. I'm gonna say it like this. Nah, I'm not even gonna say hate, bro. I'm not even gonna say hate, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and say off of my experience within the media aspect of it. There isn't a lane out here for Boston.
Yeah, there's no
lane. There's no lane where niggas is like, alright, cool, we're all getting money off a project that we're gonna do.
Why there's no lane?
Because niggas hate on each other.
Not just because niggas ain't, but everybody feel like they can create their own.
I could go even bigger. I could go and be like, yo, other artists is fucking up for niggas out here. Niggas is bringing artists out here and starting drama with them niggas.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Same thing with our pool party, right? If we didn't start that lane, right? Another nigga is over there like, nigga, I'm gonna create that same lane and compete with them niggas. And then tomorrow I'm gonna talk shit about them niggas. That's what's happening. Instead of coming to niggas and saying, yo, I want y'all to support niggas, it's almost like, you're gonna do that shit better than these niggas. It's like,
I mean, but isn't that the nature of the sport though when it comes to the
it shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't it is because we all know, come on.
Like New York can do that.
It's a competitive sport when it comes to that. Everybody wants to be the best. And we know that. Everybody comes into the mentality like, yo, if I got something going on, I want to be the best.
Let me tell you, give you a perfect example, right? From being in the club scene and party and all of that, right? Boston DJs, right? Say if I ask for $500 to come DJ, they won't pay that. They'll go to New York, get the DJ 5 bands, pay for everything, his stay, flight, whatever, and not give me the $500 extra when we from the same city. Ask yourself when the last time he's heard a DJ from Boston go to New York and play.
Here's another thing with Boston.
Never.
Here's another thing with Boston. We just started playing our own.
Yeah.
We just started playing our own.
But I'm gonna be real with you, right? It's not even just because it's Boston. Like, with that radio shit, we don't have no say so.
We don't have radio. It's all BS.
Drake and all the niggas playing. That's because they paid to get played. The radio station ain't getting no money no more. It ain't like before when the niggas is getting money off these artists. Like, no, they get paid. Everybody's streaming and
This ain't yesterday though. This ain't yesterday though.
I understand that. So, but George, you say you just using Cali, right? How's the radio airwaves in Cali like
same shit, bro?
Because I asked this because I listen to podcasts all the time and shit like that, right? And DJ Quick came on this podcast that I listen to that's based in LA. And it's like the people who's on the podcast, they was putting on for their city so much. It's like every rapper in their top 5 was from their fucking city. And it's like, I wish we had that type of love out here, but what was your experience out there in LA?
I mean, from LA to Atlanta is the same. Like, LA is more bougie. So I'm not going to speak on, that's my experience. I can't say for everybody and what they came out, because you got a hood in LA and you got the bougie part in LA. I went to the bougie part. Because ain't no point in me going to the hood when them kids came from the hood. But as far as the people that I dealt with, even Irv, you remember, I know Irv kicking too, so I chill with Irv. He brought me in the studio with Game and all, with the studio and all that. So it's different. It's a different type of music. I really don't give a fuck about that type of music. The niggas out in Cali made it. They're almost there. They're at the bucket. You know what I'm saying? It's different. You go to Cali when you're at the bucket. Where I want to go is Atlanta. That's niggas still grinding. That's getting in the strip clubs with your music. That's going to DJs. That's
strip clubs is big.
Picking it up.
Strip clubs is definitely
now, what I do understand is, you know why they like Cali? Because you can't get a core song. You're gonna hear a lot of instruments and other shit being played.
Alright, so I'm about to wrap it up, but hopefully we got about 2 minutes. So if everybody can keep this quick, I'm gonna keep this question to the guests. I'm gonna name 4 rappers, and y'all gotta delete one. But with that one you delete, every single feature he was on, every single song, anything he was a part of gets deleted with that. Alright, so you gotta choose one off the top. Here's the 4: Fab, Lil Wayne, Jadakiss, and Drake. You gotta delete one.
Tucci gotta go, man.
Tucci gotta
Wayne
go?
gotta go.
Alright, Tucci gotta go. Tucci gotta go. Bad boy, who you screaming?
Wayne gotta go.
Bad boy, who you screaming?
Wayne gotta go.
Jada?
Jada.
Alright, George, who you screaming?
Damn. Jada first.
Fab, Jada.
No, fuck that. Tucci gotta go too.
Jada,
I'm fucking with Jada, but he gotta go.
real quick, P, who you screaming?
Jada.
Yo, Tucci.
Alright, hey, yo, fuck that.
I can't live without it.
Listen, they disrespected Tucci. Yo, listen, Fab, I would choose Fab. Fab gotta go. I fuck with Fab. But hear me out.
Jason.
Fab, out of all the people we talked about, Fab, his list of shit that he got out, ain't, you know what I mean? We're gonna shut it down. We're about to shut down the shop. I want to give a quick thanks for my Bros for Life, Wave Kings coming through the building. You know what I mean? My man George representing Hoya Life coming through the building. And of course the regulars, my man S. Pesos in the building. And shout out my man Show behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you catch us at Barbershop Talk _ on IG. Shout out y'all, IGs, plug it.
Drew the Truth 9, IG, Instagram, whatever.
Yeah, plug all that.
Fat Boy the Great THA, man.
Plug all
One
that.
and only.
I don't even know my shit. Just follow me, Big Dave, man. You see me out there, see my quotes out there, man.
Make sure you get your joint on there.
Boy, one. You know, I throw Hoya GT.
Yo, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Barbershop Talk on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe. Holla at me. Until next time. One.